Welcome to a brand new week, and welcome to another edition of Bobcat Weekly. I'm Russ Eisenstein. We start with football. The 56-28 win at Eastern Michigan on Saturday. Ohio is now 5-2 and 2-1 in the back. The 56 points were the most in a game since 1976. A 63-15 win in Athens over Northern Illinois. That was the final game of that 7-4 campaign. The Bobcats have been in the 50s 8 times since then, twice last season. Quarterback Tyler Tettleton has had a lot of great games in his Bobcat career, but Saturday was his statistical best. The 375 yards and 4 touchdowns were both individual highs. It's the 4th best passing game in program history. It was the 2nd highest single-game Air TD total. Darius Vick had 4 against Norfolk State last year. Cleve Bryant threw for 4 in the Tangerine Bowl in 1968. Appropriately, Tettleton is the MAC East's Offensive Player of the Week. He figures to eclipse the 8,000 passing yards mark this weekend versus Miami. And in back-to-back games, Ohio had 2 100-yard receivers. Dante Foster and Chase Cochran were over 100 each in the loss to Central Michigan. They were over 100 each again in Ypsilanti. Volleyball is 16-4 and 6-2 in the MAC after a weekend split. The Cats took care of Toledo in 4 on Friday night, fell in 5 to Ball State on Saturday night. The Cardinals are now atop the MAC standings. Against BSU, Meredith Ashley had 31 digs. It was the first 30-dig match of the year for a Bobcat. Karin Bull also had a career-high 12 blocks against the Cardinals. Soccer is 6-5-5 and 2-3-3 in the MAC. The Cats lost 3-0 to Eastern Michigan on Friday. Came back for another hard-fought tie on Sunday. It was a scoreless draw versus Western Michigan on Senior Day Sunday. Maddie Liston, Natalie Bechtel, Maggie Murnane, and Alex Steck were honored prior to the match. And Liston recorded her program record-setting 20th shutout in her career. Field hockey was clipped by Central Michigan 2-1 in overtime on Saturday. The first match played on the new turf at Pruitt Field. Luli Gomez-Terul leads the MAC with 10 goals. She scored in the first half. The Chippewas' goal in OT came with a minute left. The Bobcats are now 5-8 and 1-1 in the MAC. Women's golf finished 8th at Toledo's Rocket Classic last week. Angela Codian took team high honors, finishing 8th. Men's cross country traveled to Terre Haute, Indiana, and took the Indiana State pre-national white race title. Chase Robinson was Ohio's best, finishing 13th. The women finished 41st, and Julia Curso continued her solid senior season and Bobcat career with an Ohio best 20th overall individual finish. Here's the Bobcat calendar. Radio Network coverage of Ohio football against Miami on Saturday starts at 1 with the kick at 2. The Bobcats hope to ghost out the Red Hawks. You should wear white to the game. It's also on ESPN3. That'll do it for the Weekly. For Tony Ermain, I'm Russ Eisenstein. This is Bobcat TV.